Yeah, no, my measurement. So every time that I go into a transformation, it's always to try something new.
Yeah.
And I've always done the fasting thing over the last probably the last year, right? The way that I've eaten has quickly changed from being like 16-8 to being like sometimes I'll eat in the morning and then I'll stop at noon and then I'll get a 24-hour fast in by waiting until that week, or like I'll feel like I'm eating a lot today and then the next day I'll just be like, okay, I'm just not going to eat tomorrow because I don't feel like it when I eat like bad or unhealthy. Like a lot of times I'm not hungry the next day. Yeah. I'm just eating because it's a thing that people do.
Yeah.
Instead of being like my body actually telling me that I need food. And then I'll go into that day with the intention, but then I'll be like starving at the end of the night. Sometimes I'll make it all the way through, sometimes I won't. And I'll just like have my meal at the end of it and have something healthy. But like it's been like way more intuitive in terms of like listening to how my body feels.
Yeah.
So I like that. So I'm still gonna follow fasting, but I'm gonna keep kind of playing around with that. But I'm gonna follow calories. But something that I've seen, or that I've wanted to make the change to, is now looking at a calorie count for the week instead of a calorie count for the day, because midnight doesn't reset calories. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not like the next day, okay, I'm at 0. Like I'm gonna lose weight. Like it's a metabolism thing. It's over a course of time, and there should be like, if I want to fast for a couple of days this week, then like I can have a whole day where I have like a lot more calories.
Yeah.
Than whatever else, and seeing it as that will make it more of a lifestyle than like a rigid diet. And that way, like if I go over in a day, it's not a negative anymore. It's just like that was that day. Now I can go way lower the next day.
It literally takes the macros and puts on a macro scale.
Yeah, exactly. But like I'm thinking I want to test it, and the best way to do that is to see if I can do that and how sustainable it is for me for over time. And at the end of it, I can be like, all right, this was shit, or this was amazing, and I could do this again. Maybe it's something that I'll preach with clients in the future or whatever else. Because the math's there, so it really doesn't matter. And it makes tracking stuff super easy, because now I don't have to weigh out like the yogurt.
Yeah.
Now I can just have the yogurt.
And it makes everything a little bit more flexible. And I mean, your metabolism doesn't stop. If it stops, you're not alive.
Yeah,
you know? So like it's going. And I think it'll give a lot more flexibility and versatility around. And I honestly think it'll even improve the relationship that people have around dieting or eating. Yeah. Like, I don't have to, I need to hit this today. If I don't, then how's that going to impact tomorrow? It's like everything is now, how does this week look? And hey, you know, maybe this weekend, you know, you're with your family, you know there's going to be a lot of good food, you know, like we've got holidays coming up, so you know there's going to be delicious food.
Yep, so I'm just going to do calories and protein. I'm not going to worry about macros outside of protein. So it's going to be overall calories and protein number. On a daily basis, I will want to hit a protein number, but it won't matter if I go over or under and all that stuff. Every single day.
It just rolls over.
Because it'll roll over. Yeah. So just at the end of the week, and then on Sunday, I can either have no calories, it might be a fasting day, or I can have a bunch of calories and it can be a feasting day. If I'm going on like these, I've been going on a lot of like weekend trips. Yeah. Maybe I'll throw in a 48-hour fast before I go on these weekend trips with my girlfriend, and then I can just not worry about those days at all. And then I'll count the calories later and see what I have left.
Yeah.
Afterwards, because I'll tell you what, if you fast for 2 days, that's way more calories than you could ever possibly overeat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's still like super healthy. And I think it'll just, I want to see the relationship with food that this lifestyle gives me, right? Because it could be negative or it could be really positive. I think it's going to be really positive.
I have a great feeling it is going to be positive.
You know what I mean? So like, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So like, I'm going to do that. And then in terms of like calories per day, because I want to lose a pound a week, this is the easiest way to calculate your macros. Take your body weight, so 258 times 14 minus 500 is a pound a week. always want to shoot for a pound a week. So that's 3,112 calories per day. I'm going to times it by 7. So my weekly calories are 21,784. And then the protein that I want to hit is 0.8 times my body weight. 206 grams of protein a day. Which I'll still shoot for that, but like on fasting days, I won't hit it. So like per week, I'll have to have.
Nice.
Dang, it's a lot of protein. 1,445 grams of protein, pretty much. And those would be the two numbers that I worry about. And every day I'll just track it in my Fitness Pal. But it's just going to be a weekly rolling number instead of a daily thing where it's like at the end of the day, now I have to eat these calories even though I'm not hungry. Like it's like that was the thing with bodybuilding. Like it's 10 o'clock and I still have 500 calories and 30 grams of protein, and I had to go eat before I went to bed.